Welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia and I'm coming to you from my small house, tiny house, cottage, and here we call it a camp. And here is Maine. I would like to share with you a water fast and what I'm doing for my water fast. So I know that not everyone has tried a fast. What I'm going to do is talk about 6 points having to do with a water fast. Hopefully you'll get some new information from me today that you haven't heard before. For each point, I will give you references down below in the description box so that you can see where I got my information and why I'm saying what I do. And also, you will see timestamps so you can move ahead or here and there, wherever you want, so that you don't have to listen to the whole thing if you're not interested in it. Now, one thing I'd like to ask you is if you like what you see, like what you hear in my content, please be sure to like, please be sure to subscribe, put on the little bell notification so that you know when another one of my videos comes up, because I will be putting out videos 2 times a week, likely Tuesdays and Saturdays. If you have any comments, please add the comments down below. I like to answer questions and I like to hear new information because that's what I like. I want to learn from you. I hope you can learn something from me. And it's just all kinds of information I've been gathering, and I wanted to share it. So without further ado, let's go. Point number 1, why fast? What's the reason for fasting? Do you have one? Mine today is religious. Yours could be something else. Point number 2, what type of water should you have when you're fasting, and does it matter? That's a good question, or at least I think so. Point number 3, how much water should you have? Is there any certain amount? Is there some kind of formula? How much water should you have when you're fasting? And point number 4, what about salt? Is salt important when you're fasting? Some people say it is, and I say it is, and we'll go more into that along with some other things you can add to your water to make it more interesting and nourishing. That's point number 4. Point number 5, what about herbal teas and coffee? How do those play into a fast? Because I'm not doing just a water fast, I'll admit that right now. There's tea and there's coffee involved. Okay, point number 6, what about cellular function? Why do you need water? What's happening? Is it important for you at a cellular level? Well, yes, and we'll go into that a little bit more. Okay, that's it. 1 topic, 6 points. Here we go with a water fast. Point number 1, why fast? Fast for religious reasons if you'd like, but you can fast for your health. There's so much data now that shows that when you fast, your body is able to get rid of old, nasty cells that are broken down, and it gives your body a chance to really clean itself out because it doesn't have to focus on processing all the food you're stuffing in your face. You can get rid of some things that really need to be gotten rid of. Fasting has also been proven to help people lower their blood glucose levels, so it can be very good in helping some diabetics even decrease their doses of insulin. And there have been some cases where people have been able to actually stop taking insulin, which is pretty amazing. Number 2 is what type of water? So the question was tap water? What about spring water or bottled water, purified water? It turns out that purified water is really missing something. It's so purified that there aren't even any minerals in it. Tap water, on the other hand, especially in a city, is probably going to be treated. So there will be those added chemicals, and you could use your own water purifier and take those out. But again, you lose a lot of mineral content then. So in this case, probably the best bet is to drink a mineral water, which you can buy bottled mineral waters, or if you do have spring water that you feel is safe to drink, your spring will probably have plenty of natural minerals and things in it already. So that's what's up with what type of water. Mineral water or natural spring water are best. So how much water should you drink when you're fasting? I say drink as much as you feel like you need. Drink when you're thirsty. But the data says roughly you should have 30 to 35 milliliters of water per kilogram of body weight, which means somebody who is 140 pounds should have about 64 ounces a day, which comes to your, guess what? Your 8-ounce glasses a day, just like is normally recommended. So there's a thing. Point number 4, why salt? Well, when you're fasting, you tend to lose more fluid, you urinate more, because you're not taking any carbohydrates in. And if you have carbohydrates, your body naturally holds more water. And because you're not having those carbohydrates, you're losing water. And when you're losing water, you're losing salt, sodium. Sodium is not only a mineral, but an important electrolyte. And if you don't have enough salt, you can have real problems with neurological issues, with your cardiac rhythms and all kinds of things. So there's different kinds of salts that have those extra electrolytes too, like potassium and magnesium. And you can find those in this one. Here we have sea salt. It's readily available in most of your grocery stores, so you can look for that. And next there is pink Himalayan or Himalayan salt. I'm really not sure how you say it, but pink Himalayan salt is also one that a lot of people like for those very same nutrient properties. It's nice in your water. Even a little bit on your tongue helps you to not be so hungry. And lastly, we have the Celtic sea salt, which is sort of a chunky gray salt that I have. I have the larger granules here. And that's another one full of, magnesium and some potassium. Great stuff. And all of these salts are lovely. They taste a little bit different than your regular iodized salt and are really nice when you're doing this water fast. Point number 5 is coffee and tea. So, thank goodness, yes, on the fast, I like coffee is allowed. However, I usually have cream with my coffee. Not so today. Just the coffee, which is fine by me. Black coffee, it's coffee. I love coffee. And yes, you can drink it. Gives you a little energy boost too, right? So go ahead. Just don't overdo it. And remember, it dehydrates you. So again, there's part of the whole water and sodium connection too. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that look so good? I'm feeling like I need more coffee now, except that it's getting to be late in the day, and yeah, it's probably not the best idea for me. No, I don't think so. Let's move on to tea. While I talk about tea, I'm going to show you this trick. One of my sons is a chef de cuisine at some fancy French restaurant, of course. And so he showed me this trick to take the skin off of ginger instead of trying to peel it. Now, I'm not so graceful. He does a much better job, but you just use the edge of your spoon and scrape, and you can get all of that skin off and not lose so much of the ginger itself. So what I was going to do here is prepare some ginger, and then I'm going to add some cinnamon stick. Time to set the ginger and the cinnamon stick on the stove. Bring them to a slow boil, and then let's have them simmer for a little while. After the ginger and cinnamon stick came to a slow boil, I set it on top of this trivet so that it would just simmer nice and slowly. I chose these two herbs, skullcap and hyssop, to round out my tea. And I'm going to add these to the decoction that I made of the ginger and the cinnamon, which are still on the stove while I'm doing this. So I'm just going to add these into the pot, and I'll use the hot liquid of the decoction to pour right over these and create a nice infusion. I didn't really plan to make this a tutorial on how to make tea, but since I'm not eating, after everything infused for another 15 minutes or so, I'm just straining out all the stuff that's in the pot, and there's my tea, and boy, it was really good, spicy, and as you can see, the glass is a little hot. Youch! Another one I really like is some cayenne pepper and apple cider vinegar, and then I just add more of my spring water to it. I love this drink. I don't know why, and you can, change it up by how much cayenne pepper you add and how much apple cider vinegar. It's tasty, it's refreshing, and it helps me through a fast, so maybe you should try it. Maybe you'll like it. Cellular Function, it doesn't have any nifty videos, but it has this beautiful sky. So let me just tell you that having enough water and staying hydrated while you're having a fast is so important to your cellular function, because not only does it help them maintain their shape, which is an important part of how they work and interact and are able to work with the amino acids and create the proteins that you need, but also having enough water is what's going to help your body maintain the proper alkaline acid, your pH balances. Overall, a lot of technical data. There's some links below, and you can certainly do your own research, but you'll be able to see why it's really important for your cellular function that you have the proper amounts of water. We made it through a water fast. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like and subscribe. Leave me some comments if you will, and come back and join me. I should be here again on Saturday, and I will let you know, so turn on those notifications and you'll see when the next video is going to come out. Thanks again. See you soon.